The access to education can change the trajectory of a student's life.
You're given steps that you need for success in the college application process.
I definitely feel more prepared than ever before.
Hi, my name is Timothy Jerome, and I'm the Associate Director of the Sponsor Scholar Program at Philadelphia Futures. At Philadelphia Futures, we help Philadelphia students just like you get to and through college. I'm here today to talk to you about the college guidance concept that each of you needs to rely upon to help you identify the best college or university for you. What's that concept? Well, in the world of college guidance, we call that concept fit. Now, before we start going in and giving you a definition of fit and showing you how to utilize it, let's take a quick look at our breakdown of today's session. We're going to talk to you about fit in 5 steps. In the first step, we're going to help you understand fit by giving you a definition. In step 2, with fit in mind, we're going to help you become familiar with your options for post-secondary education. In step 3, we're going to teach you how to do something that's called fit research. Then in step 4, we're going to show you how to take that fit research, use it to comprehend where you stand as an applicant. Then last but not least, in step 5, we're going to show you how to put it all together and come up with a list of 4 to 7 best fit schools for each and every one of you. Okay? All right, sound like a good plan? All right, so let's go in and start talking about fit. And I want to start first with kind of a weird, yes, weird analogy that I think can help you get an understanding of what this concept is all about. Okay? So I got to ask you a question. How many of you have that piece of clothing that you put on and then all of a sudden, magic just happens, right? That piece of clothing just fits you perfectly. You don't have to do any of this, right? There's no readjusting. It just goes on, and you feel amazing, right? And you go up to the mirror, right? And you look in the mirror, and all you can do is smile, and you do one of the, have you ever done one of these to here, right? When you got that shirt on, right? Okay? And you look in the mirror, and you just do one of these. You just do one of these. Yeah. Right? Okay? All right? So that feeling of comfort, right? That feeling of confidence that you get in that piece of clothing, whatever it may be, pair of jeans, okay, a dress, a shirt, whatever it is, that feeling of confidence and comfort, all right, that comes when you have that piece of clothing on, those are the types of feelings you're actually supposed to feel when you step foot on that college campus of the school you're eventually going to attend. You got to feel utterly at home there, comfortable, okay? You also have to be in an environment that's going to make you feel confident about what you're going to be able to do, all right? That's what this idea of fit is about. It's about uncovering a school that's going to make you feel comfortable and confident, okay? So what is fit? Let's get into a definition here. What is fit, and how do I know if a school is a best fit school for me, okay? This is something I want to get, I see pens going, all right? Pens firing, okay? Understanding a school is a best fit school for you is based upon knowing whether or not a school fits your needs academically, socially, financially. One more time, okay? In order for a school to be the best fit school for you, you need to know whether or not that school fits your needs academically, socially, and financially, okay? Once you kind of have that down, you know what the 3 components of fit are, you can start asking pointed and valuable questions that are going to help you uncover, again, how you are connected to each level of fit at that school. Let's go in and start looking at some of those questions, okay? So academic fit. In this part of understanding fit, what you're looking at is the academic level at the school that you're interested in. And you're thinking about who you are as a student and what your academic level is. And you're trying to find, again, a school that offers an academic level that fits who you are as an academic student, okay? There you're going to be asking really valuable questions like, am I prepared to be successful in this academic environment, okay? Also going to be asking questions about, does this school offer my major, the learning sort of subject that I thrive in, okay? Another question you might ask is, does this school offer my ideal learning environment? Do you like to be in small classes, big classes? Those types of questions. You're going to be pursuing those to help you understand the academic fit at a school. All right, let's go on to social fit, okay? There, you're thinking about the social environment of a school. And you're thinking about whether or not that school is going to be able, and that environment at that school is going to be an environment where you can thrive and succeed. Okay? There you're going to be asking questions about, hey, what type of students go to this school? Also, what's the campus culture like? Hey, where's that campus located? All right, is it in a city? Is it in a suburb? Those types of questions are going to help you understand whether or not a school is a social fit for you. All right, cruising on. Financial fit. Pretty easy, okay? You're thinking about the total cost of attendance at a school and determining whether or not you can afford to attend that school. All right, there you're going to be asking questions, of course, about total cost of attendance, tuition, room, board, okay, additional cost of college like books, travel expenses, personal expenses. You need to know those numbers. But if you're a student that may be in need of financial support, you got to ask some other questions too, like what financial aid packages are available, okay? Can I go to this school and not take on a lot of loans, right? Those are the type of questions you're going to be pursuing as you're trying to understand a financial fit, okay? Let's take a breather here real quick, and I want to ask you guys some questions about these things to make sure it's sinking in, okay? All right, and that the brain waves are going, okay? What could go possibly wrong if you don't pick a school that's a good academic fit for you? What could go wrong? Amanda?
If it's too hard, I might not be able to graduate.
Okay, so you might be putting, again, the end goal of all this, that college degree, you might be putting that in jeopardy, all right? Another answer here. Antoine?
I think it would be too much pressure on me.
Right, and why would you want to do that to yourself, right? You want to go to a school that's going to make you happy, right? And then it's going to make you motivated, right? Have that pressure to be motivated, but not something that's going to be overwhelming, okay? Great response. One more. Give me one more. Let's go right up in front. Mirage.
I could lose my scholarship.
Okay, so there might be some long-term consequences that can come about from that. Okay? All right, so these are good responses, good things to think about, all right? Okay, let's talk about financial fit. Okay, why is it important to consider financial fit for a school? Karen.
Even if I get into my dream school, if I can't afford to go there, it'll never work out.
Okay. My question for you, that's an interesting response, Karen. My question for you is, can a school really be your dream school if it doesn't hit for you on all three levels of fit? So it sounds like this school is academically and socially amazing, but financially it may not be working out for you. So I maybe encourage you to go back to that list of schools that you're looking at and see if there's a school that kind of does things academically and socially well, but also has that financial component too, okay? Good response though. All right, give me one more. Shereen.
I could end up with more loans than I could ever afford.
Okay, right, so loans, we know, okay. They are necessary sometimes to go to education, but you won't take on too much, okay? Good responses, everybody, all right? I think you guys are getting it. I think it's sinking in, okay? Now that we have fit in mind, let's start thinking about the options we have for post-secondary education, okay? Again, these are the options that are going to be available to you when you graduate from high school. We're typically thinking about 4-year options for education, post-secondary education, and 2-year options as well. Let's talk about universities, all right? We're considering there public universities and private universities. Some examples of some private universities you may know: Drexel University, University of Pennsylvania, all right? Some public universities you may know: Penn State, Kutztown, Millersville, all right? Let's think about what these schools offer academically, socially, and financially for each of you. Academically, because they're very large schools, they're going to be offering you diverse major offers as well as academic programs. Socially, again, because they're usually larger schools, they're going to be offering a lot of clubs, a lot of activities, a lot of things to do on campus. Financially, it's two different conversations. For private schools, they are going to be more expensive schools. For public schools, especially public schools that are in the state that you live and reside in, those offerings there are going to be much more affordable for you, okay? Another 4-year option that we want to consider are liberal arts colleges. These schools, academically, are going to be offering you a curricula that is very robust, that is trying to make you into the most well-rounded student possible by exposing you to as many subjects as possible. Socially, these schools tend to be smaller, so you're going to get a smaller, more intimate learning environment as well as social environment on the campus. Financially, these schools tend to be a little bit more expensive as well, okay? But they may have the resources to offer large financial aid packages to you, all right? Within this conversation of universities and colleges, I want to talk about some more specialized options, specialized schools. These are schools, universities, and/or colleges, private and public, that may be offering programs for specific communities and audiences. All right? An example of this is historically black colleges and universities, also women's colleges, as well as art colleges. There you're going to be finding, again, academic programming specific to those target audiences. All right. Let's also consider 2-year options. So you might be a person that, again, the 4-year option, waiting to go into your career after 4 years, may not be the best suited thing for you. You might want to get to your career a lot quicker. 2-year colleges can help you with that. All right? Let's start first with community colleges. These are public institutions that offer associate's degrees and certificate programs. Academically, community colleges will offer you a place where you can take skill development courses to build your skills. They'll also offer you general education courses if you would like to fulfill requirements there rather than at a four-year school. Additionally, they will also offer courses that will help you get into a career more quickly. Socially, since students don't typically live on a community college's campus, there will be limited offerings of extracurricular activities and clubs. However, they will still be there for you to use if you would like. Financially, bottom line, community colleges are the most affordable way to seek a post-secondary education. Private colleges, two-year private colleges, are also an option. These will be private institutions that, much like community colleges, will offer associate's degrees as well as certificate programs. There, academically, they're really focused on providing curricula that are going to get you to a career. They're career-focused curricula. Socially, sometimes there are students living on a campus there, okay? But just like community colleges, they may be limited in terms of the extracurricular activities and clubs because the greater majority of students will still live off campus. Financially, they will be more expensive than community colleges and annually could have the same cost as some of those four-year public institutions that we talked about. All right. Now that we have an idea, okay, of what our options are, let's talk about how we can take FIT and start pursuing some of those questions that we already identified, all right, in relation to some of these schools. Okay. What is FIT research? What is that? Well, for us at Philadelphia Futures, we call FIT research this. It's a thorough investigative research that uncovers the academic, social, and financial characteristics of a college, all right? What FIT research isn't, is it isn't basic research. Basic research for us is that when you go on a school's website, all right, that stuff that's easy to find, okay, that stuff that's right there at the surface of the school's website, okay, that stuff is basic research. It's there because the school wants you to know about it, okay? The information that you need to know about to make sure that, again, a school is academically, socially, and financially the best fit for you, that's going to come about. You're going to find that through what we call FIT research, okay? In doing FIT research, what you're doing is you're going to that same website for the school, but you're researching it from top to bottom, really trying to find as much information on there as much as you can, okay? Additionally, you're also going to go to trusted secondary sources that are going to provide you with information about that school as well, all right? Through that, what you're going to be coming up with is more specific and informative, meaningful information that is going to allow you to really understand, as we talked about, whether that school is going to fit you academically, socially, and financially. Let's do a little bit of practice of this, okay? Let's go through each level of FIT and understand what's basic research and what's FIT research. Start first with academic fit. Everybody here is going to want to go to a school's website and understand whether or not that school has the major that you're interested in studying, okay? Common thing. You go to the prospective student page, you track down the major offerings for undergraduate programs, and your program's either there or not, okay? If you were to just stop there and say, oh, it's got business, I'm good, okay? You'd be staying on the basic level, all right? But you can go deeper. You can go further to get more information about that major that's going to inform you at a much deeper level and make you understand if it's academically a fit for you. For example, okay, every school, under that same webpage where you find the major, you might be able to also find what the degree track looks like for that major. What type of courses do you have to take? How many courses do you have to take? You can get all that information if you pursue the academic degree track offering for a major, okay? Additionally, you can also learn about the classes that are being offered at a deeper level. Okay? You can see what they're called, but you can also go to the course catalog and get detailed descriptions of the courses so you can understand what types of courses you may be coming up against. That can be awesome because you can find some really great courses you're excited about. You also might want to flag some courses and say, hey, I know this might be a challenging course for me. All right? Additionally, you can go further. All right? FIT research, keep pushing. Okay? You can go and actually figure out which instructors, which professors are teaching those courses. All right? What are their credentials? Who are the people that you may want to study with because they have really great experiences and really great research done in the very things that you're interested in studying? That's the FIT research level. You're pushing yourself beyond that basic level and finding the deep information you need. All right, let's talk about it socially, okay? Everybody wants to know, typically, what the diversity breakdowns are at the schools that you're interested in pursuing, okay? And sometimes I think we often just think of diversity as just on the level of ethnic breakdowns. But in the reality, in the FIT research world, in the world of college, diversity goes a lot deeper than that, okay? FIT research will say, well, think about the gender breakdowns of schools, okay? How many males are there on campus in comparison to females? Going deeper in the FIT research level, all right? Socioeconomic breakdown. What type of lifestyles are the students at that school typically coming from, okay? Well, how does it compare to my own? Go a little bit deeper, all right? Geographic breakdowns. Are you going to be going to school with students that are from the exact same places that you come from? Or are you going to be having a chance to expose yourself to people from different communities, all right, different parts of the world with different perspectives, okay? Diversity goes deep. Fit research will help you show you how deep it can go, okay? Last but not least, financial fit. Everyone wants to know, okay, what's the sticker price? What's the tuition, room and board, okay? What are those additional costs of college? You can find that real easily, typically, on the financial aid site of your school, okay? But go deeper, especially if you're a student that's going to be in need of financial support, okay? If you need help and assistance in finding money for college, you got to ask deeper questions about how that school offers money to students, okay? You got to think about, hey, how much financial aid does that school typically give out to students? You can find that information if you get to the fit research level. You can also find out what's called the average loan indebtedness of students, okay? What is the average amount of loans that students leaving that campus, graduating with a degree in hand, what's the average amount of loan debt that they leave with? You can understand that as well if you push yourself to find the fit research level, okay? I want to say something, ladies and gentlemen, okay? This isn't easy, all right? Basic research is easy. You can get it done, like you can watch TV and click around and get it done, okay? Fit research, I swear, it's a time-consuming and long process, okay? And by the end of it, you're going to be doing this, like, right, rubbing your eyes and just being like, oh my God, why can't I find this piece of information, okay? But the reality is, it's worth it to go through that time and that effort because, believe it or not, fit research can lead you to have powers, okay? Not cape and mask type of powers, quadric, okay? Fit research is going to give you the power to select. What does that mean, okay? So when you complete your fit research for a school and you can know deeply, academically, socially, and financially how that school does or does not fit your needs, you're going to have the power to select whether or not that's a good option for you, okay? You're going to create a list that's going to be full, typically, of the best fit schools for you, all right? Additionally, it's also going to give you the power to impress. Believe it or not, you're going to have the opportunity throughout the college application process to maybe meet and or impress the very people that are going to be reading your applications, all right? College admissions officers, okay, will have the opportunity maybe in supplemental essays that you'll be writing as a part of your application, maybe at a campus visit, maybe actually in an interview, all right, with those admissions officers. You'll have the opportunity to impress them. If you have fit research behind you, if you can pull that out and say, this is what I know about you, right? And show them that depth that maybe another student didn't get to, that's going to allow you to impress them, okay? That's going to allow you to stand out in their mind and make you seem like an admissible student because you are, because you've done the fit research, okay? All right, that's fit research. Let's talk about how do I utilize all this and comprehend where I stand as an applicant, okay? So you're going to take your fit research when you're done with it, when you've gone through that tiring process and you have all the information you need about a school. Okay? You're also going to want to find and track down one particular document that most schools will have up on their school website. That is called the admissions profile. Write it down. Okay? Also, they might call it the freshman year profile or the first year profile. Okay? First year class profile, excuse me. All right? If you find this document, what you're actually going to get is a snapshot, okay, of some really important factors that went into typically admitted students. You'll find their academic profiles, their GPAs, their SAT scores, okay? You'll also find the typical financial aid packages that they received. Additionally, you'll find those diversity breakdowns that maybe you'd be interested in pursuing for social fit, okay? All that's going to be in this one document. So if you can combine all the great fit research you did with this one document, you're going to have the ability to really know where you stand, especially given that particular school, all right? And here's our futures tip for success. Academically, specifically, when you find that admissions profile, you got to compare yourself to the typically admitted students, okay? You got to understand what your GPA, what your SAT is, how does it fit into the academic picture at that school? Really important, okay? And at all levels, when you're thinking about academic, social, and financial fit, you have to be honest with yourself, okay? Do not try to fudge something just because you really want this school, you think it could be that perfect school for you, when the reality is it isn't. The fit research has already told you it isn't. The only person that's going to be hurt in you doing that is you, because you're putting yourself at potential risk. And we talked about some possible things that could happen if you don't find the right fit for you, okay? So futures tip for success, use the admissions profile, especially the academic components, to compare your own profile to typically admitted students, and be honest with yourself, okay? Be honest with yourself when you're doing this and trying to figure out where you stand. All right. Last but not least, we got to put it all together. We got a lot of great information today and how to utilize that concept. Let's put it all together because the end result is you need to come up with a list of 4 to 7 best fit schools for you. okay? And you have to do this in a very specific manner in developing this list. Here's the way that you can do it, all right? First and foremost, you're going to want to get 1 to 2 reach schools, all right? These are schools at which you may be comfortable at, but you may have an admissions profile that's just slightly outside of what the schools typically admitted students may have, okay? So socially, financially, you're feeling really confident about that school. Academically, you may just be outside the admissions profile for typically admitted students, okay? But you feel confident enough with the right resources and support that you could perform academically there, okay? Those are your reach schools, okay? You also want to have 2 to 3 strong match schools, of course, all right? These are the schools that are almost perfect, firing academically, socially, financially. You're well within the admissions profile academically for the students that attend there, okay? Those are those almost perfect fit schools, all right? Then you also are going to have 1 to 2 likely admits, all right? These are schools that, again, academically, financially, socially, you really work out, okay? Academically, you probably are actually exceeding the expectations for students there, okay? And you know it's going to provide you with fulfilling college experience at those schools, right? So it's about reach schools, it's about strong match schools, it's about likely admits, okay? Futures tip for success, all right? You've got to find this balance, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to find this balance, all right? You are effectively casting your net as strategically and as wide as possible so you can give yourself the best possible options for admission, for financial aid, and for success, okay? And for success, most important, all right? One more futures tip for success. Everyone here, okay? Even you, Peter, all right? Everyone here should apply to the Community College of Philadelphia and take the placement exam, all right? That's going to be an invaluable thing for you to have as a resource for you, the Community College of Philadelphia. I don't care where you're going, where you think you're going as a student, okay? Being able to have yourself registered at Community College of Philadelphia can really help you out, okay? You know, degree tracks change, our course of study change sometimes. Sometimes we need to take courses at Community College of Philadelphia to help us out at the colleges that we're also attending, all right? Or maybe you want to go back to Community College of Philadelphia because something's happened in your life, okay? If you've taken the placement exam and you've registered, you're going to be able to go back there and make an easy transition for yourself. Really, really valuable tip. Please make sure you take that to heart, all right? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming and listening to the lecture today. I really hope that you can utilize these strategies, these concepts, to impact your college application process and to lead you to success. That's all we want at Philadelphia Futures, is for you to have that success, and we hope you can find it through these strategies. Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate it.